Hey ladies, it's late and this is for women only, particularly single women and single women. So if you are a single woman and you are up tonight, I'm talking to you. Talking to you. I tried to do this on last night, but my signal did not allow me. I'm hoping that I'm able to get through on tonight, but I'm talking to you ladies, and it's just us, okay? It's just us. So we're gonna talk. Hi Kim. Hi Kim. I know it's late. This is for the mature, serious woman on tonight. The mature, serious woman. Of course, we're going to be dealing with all women from all walks, all backgrounds. But tonight, particularly, I'm dealing with single women because I'm going to talk about some real deep issues. Of course, it can be applied to married women as well. Those of us that are in relationships, it can apply to you as well. I have this open, guys, to friends only. I didn't want to go public with this. Because I really wanted to deal with serious women on tonight, particularly women, okay? So I hope you're ready because it's going to be real. I'm not cutting back. I'm going to cut back just a little bit because I understand that, still a woman of God. So, but let's talk. But before we get started, let's do this. I want you all to invite someone. Tag someone, invite, tag, and share tonight. Invite, tag, and share before we get started. But hopefully that you all are ready to hear what I have to say. Jazz, I'm so glad that you came on tonight because actually I had been thinking about some things and your post was confirmation, if you know what I'm talking about. Had been thinking about the matters of the heart. Some things that I wanted to share as it relates to the matters of the heart. And that's why I responded to your post. And guess what? I didn't even tell you that I was doing this. I didn't tell you I was coming on, but you're here tonight at this time of night. You're here. So we're going to talk. I want those women that are coming in to just, even if you invite one person to come in, to share with one person. Hi, Ricky. Glad you're here. We're talking to women on tonight, but you're welcome to stay in. To hear what we're talking about, but we're definitely going to be speaking to the women, particularly our single women, dealing with the matters of the heart. Okay, so I'm not going to be very, very long, hopefully not too long, but I want to deal with the matters of the heart, you guys, the matters of the heart, because we as women, we deal with a whole lot. We're emotional creatures. We are feelers, of course, and there's a whole lot that be going on with us. A whole lot. We have to juggle life and balance a whole lot. Not that men don't have to, but with us being emotional feelers, it's a little bit more intense for us to deal with. So let's just talk for a minute. Ooh, it's going to be deep. I wanted to do this from Real Talk with Mary J because I know some of the things that I'm going to say is going to be very unpolished. And so I had preferred to do this from Real Talk with Mary J because it's going to be raw. Most of you, if you've been on my blog before, that's pretty much how it is at 10 p.m. at night. We do some pillow talk at night, and it's kind of raw. But for my 10 a.m. show, it's not. Now, Real Talk with Mary J, let me say this. Real Talk with Mary J is a social network for a positive outcome. And I deal with everything from social to spiritual. So even though that I'm quite spiritual, I'm still dealing with the total man, mind, body, and soul. Okay, so I'm going to reach some people who don't know a thing about my God and the God that I serve. And I'm going to reach people who are very deep and think that some waters that I walk on may be a little bit cautious, to thread on. But I'm just who I am, and I think God is just using me in a more applicable way in this season to reach women, to empower women, to ignite women. Okay, so let's talk, girls. All right. Now, I should have tagged this for women only, so those women that are coming in can know, and those guys that are coming in would know. You don't have to excuse yourself, but I want to talk to the women. I prefer that the women be free on tonight, that we can talk. All right. So go and invite and share some people to join us. But this is what we're going to talk about, the matters of the heart. Listen. Listen. Are you listening? Let's deal with us, ladies. Let's deal with us. Let's deal with us. Because a lot of times in life, we go through some things and we get into some relationships that we know are not healthy. We get in relationships, unhealthy relationships, and it has a lot to do with who we are. Who we are, all of who we are, the things that we've been through, the experiences that we've had, the people in our circle. We get into some things that we should not be in. And let me tell you, a lot of times it comes from brokenness. When you have gone through some struggles, some battles, you've been in some places and spaces that you probably should not have been in, regardless of the situation, you know. And listen, there's no judgment here at all, none whatsoever, because I'm really speaking too from a place of experience. Because if you knew where I came from, you know, that's why I said I had preferred to do this on my Real Talk page, because Real Talk is Real Talk. But I decided to do it here because I'm still building my Real Talk page, and I don't have the intimacy that I want to have here with you guys. Okay, I have more intimacy here with you guys that I can kind of share a little bit more. I want you to follow me at Real Talk with Mary J, and follow me for blogtalkradio.com, because that's when I get deep, like I'm getting ready to go in deep. I got a lot of notifications that are coming up at this time of the night. I don't know, you know, so many people are putting up notifications and saying things to me at one time. I'm going to try to see if I can turn that off so I won't have all this interference. But listen. Ladies, single ladies, all my single ladies that are coming in, put a 1 in. Put a 1 in right now if you're single. Put a 2 if you're married. Put a 3 if you don't know what the hell you are. Come on. Put a 1 if you're single. A 2 if you married. And a 3 if you really not sure, you in a situation. You know, you dealing with some stuff. You don't know if you're single, if you're married, if you're shacking. If you're in a committed relationship, you don't know what the hell is going on in your life. Put a 3. Put a 3. Let me try to see. Let me try to get this off right now. Hold on a second. Okay, hopefully that has okay. Hopefully that's cleared up the notifications that I'm getting in. All right, single women. And I know my girl that was on earlier is married. I think. But listen. Hi, Betty. Hello. How are you? But we're talking tonight. This has been on my heart. We deal with so much, ladies, so much. And I'm getting real comfortable. Oh, Kim, you're single? I didn't know that. I thought you were married too. Okay, welcome to the singles club then. All right, so I'm going to talk to more about single women tonight. And like I said, married women can apply. And I think all women can apply to this, because who we are today and the things that we've experienced in life has made us become the person that we are. Whether it's good, bad, or ugly, all of it made us who we are. Every situation, every test, every temptation, every trial, every triumph, every victory, it's all created us to be who we are. And a lot of times when we go through life, listen to me, Listen to me. That's why I say I'm only talking to the serious women, the mature women. When we go through life, even in our childhood and the things that we've experienced at an early age, whatever had been done or not been done or neglected, rejected, unloved, or touched too soon, molestation, masturbation, or whatever. When we deal with these things and we go through life and we continue to grow in life and not address things that have occurred in our past, we haven't had an outlet to release these things. We haven't had an ear of someone that we can confide in, to talk to, that will hear us through, and we keep moving in life and keep going. And then we get into relationships. And when we get into these relationships and all of the stuff that never was dealt with before, I'm talking about all of it that's never been dealt with before. We walk around as soldiers with all of these patches on our body, that the patches that represents our wounds, the patches that represents our battle scars, the patches that represents, our victories and our challenges. We walk around with all of these patches on us. Not even seeing them, not even realize that they're there, but they're there. And if they're not addressed, if we do not deal with them, they attract other kindred spirits that identifies your badge and say, hey, loneliness, hey, rejection, hey, depression, hey, unforgiveness, unlovable, I see you. Low self-esteem, I see you too. The wounded, the molested, I see you. We walk around with these badges and we now deal with it, and we go through life thinking that we have it all together. And then as we go through life, we meet relationships on the way, whether it's male or female. And I'm not talking about anything other than straight, that's what I'm talking about. But if we get into relationships with other females, say we have girlfriends and we feel in a certain way about ourselves and who we are, and then we confide in our girlfriends about things that we've done and things that we didn't do, and then that girlfriend that we thought was our girl no longer is our girl, and now they've gone on, okay? And now you come into another relationship and you meet somebody else along the way, and that person, and then you begin to pour out to that person the things you did and the things you didn't do, and what you want and what you don't want, and all of who you are and what you've been through. And then that relation, see, because I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about relationships, whether it's girlfriends, boyfriends, family members, whomever. I'm dealing with that. And so we go through these things in life and we begin to share, and we think that we're confiding, and we're thinking that we find somebody that can connect with us, that hear us. And we share too much of ourselves too soon. And then what happens? If that person no longer wants to be in your life, no longer wants to be your friend, no longer wants to be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, and they move on, we feel like a part of us has gone with them. And it's like, oh my gosh, I said all of that. I shared all of that. I got too close, and now that person has moved on. And not only that they moved on with a little bit of us in them, because we shared some information with them that we pretty much would have kept to ourselves had we known that this was only seasonal. So we begin to just go through. And that's when all of the soul ties come. We've tied our souls to an individual. We've tied our souls to that personhood. We tied our souls to that we confided in. And now we emotionally attach, or we physically attach, or we mentally attach in some shape, form, or fashion. And we have these struggles within, and then we begin to, doubt ourselves and question ourselves about the situation that we're going through. Why is that? That's where we are tonight. Why is that? Of course, I said this is for the mature, the matured, and the single, the matured and the single. So if you're not going to be able to deal with what we're going to deal with, and you can't handle what we're going to handle, you can exit gracefully on tonight. Maybe this time, this night was not for you, okay? So I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real. Ladies, listen. Until you deal with all of that past pain, all of that hurt, all of that stuff, all of the baggage, you would never be able to commit to a relationship that would be healthy for you. I'm going to say that again. Until you deal with all of the pain, all of the hurt, all of the baggage, all of the past, you will never ever be able to commit to a relationship that is healthy for you. Because listen, God said that I would give you a suitable companion. He said it's not good for man to be alone. I'm going to get a little deep, but I'm going to come right back because I want to meet you right where you are. It's not good for man to be alone. It's just not good. He made everything. He created everything. He had the land, paradise, Garden of Eden. Everything was wonderful. All that he created was good, and all that he created was God, and it was, he put it in there. And then he said, let me make man. He created man. Man was wonderful. Then he said, he has everything, but it's still he's missing something. So let me create woman. Of course, we know the story. He put man into sleep, pulled us out of the rib from man, put us beside man, and called us what? Woman. Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. She has been taken from me. So here we are. And God said that I would make you a suitable companion. Now, if you've been in a relationship and that person is not suitable for you, why are you still there? Listen, it doesn't mean that he's not a good guy. Doesn't mean that you're not a good woman. You're an awesome woman. You're a wonderful woman. You're a beautiful woman. You're all that in a bag of chips. But you might not be the woman for him. You just might not be the woman for him. And I want to say this, and I want to deal with this. And I'm not going to get as raw and as deep as I would, because I know where I am right now. You'll have to meet me on my blog one night. So I'm going to just keep it right in this lane, okay? But you might not be the woman for him. And though you're fine as wine, you got it going on, you're intelligent, you're spiritual, you're saved, you're lovable, you're creative, you're talented, you're anointed, you know how to cook, girl, you're bad to the bone in the kitchen, you can be just as bad in the bedroom, but guess what? You're still not the woman for him. Guess what? Has absolutely nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. So don't compare and compete and complain and wonder why he had to lose you, or why he moved on, or why it didn't work out, and what did you do wrong, and what you could have done differently. Absolutely nothing. I will create for you a suitable companion. Suitable. He may not be suitable for you. There may be something, and now listen, it's not man bashing, because I'm not about to go there. I'm not about to do that. We're not going to male bash. We're not going to say, oh girl, he wasn't worth nothing, and he didn't know what he was. No, he may be fine as wine too, good looking, intelligent too, anointed too, appointed too, very, very secure, very successful, whatever your makeup is, whatever you like, he may be all of that, but he's just not yours. He's just not yours. That's all. He's not the one that was suitable for you. Why do you think that we see relationships that we know that just kind of broken, and we're like, they're crazy, like the man's cheated over and over and over, and she just stayed. And you're like, girl, it couldn't be me. Guess what? That's why it's not you. It's not you. It can't be you. That's why it's not you, because you couldn't handle it. Because you're not the suitable companion for him. So if he's in a relationship and he stayed in that relationship because he wanted to stay, and he's continued to cheat, and she knows he's cheating, they're suitable together. They're suitable for one another. She's able to handle it. She's able to handle him. That's what she wants from, him. She's able to pour into him. She's able to pray for him and cover him in prayer. Who are you? Who am I to say what she should or should not do? That's what's suitable for her. So you have to know what's suitable for you. And let me tell you what we do. Let me tell you what we do as women. What we do, we sit around and question. We sit around and wonder. We sit around and try to figure it out and wondering why things are not going well for us. And you have so many signs that have followed you. You have sign after sign that you saw this. You heard that. He didn't return your calls. He's not returning your texts. You've been trying to get him to talk. You've been trying to get him to open up. You've been trying to get him to understand. And you're trying to understand him. All that energy and all of that time being exhausted in a relationship that is not suitable. Now, sometimes we meet people and the season may be all off. Maybe he was the perfect man at that time. Maybe you were the perfect woman at that time, but you had something else going on in your life that you weren't ready to deal with that. He had something else going on in his life that he wasn't ready to deal with you. So you just keep it moving. I'm saying all this because I see so many women that get caught up in relationships that are toxic, and they stay in it because they want to be the one, and they want him to be the one for them. He may not be the one for you, sweetheart. You may not be the one he wants, and it's okay. It doesn't make you any less of a woman. And we have to stop it. Ladies, we have to stop being so competitive and trying to prove our love and want to be accepted, because first, you have to love you, and you have to spend a lot of time with you. And until we get to know who we are and love us inside and out and spend time with us, we won't be any good company for anyone else. And this is just real hard truth, and I'm just keeping it real with you to tell you. You have to be able to love you in spite of it all. And guess what? Even if you never figure it out, even if you never figure it out, whether you were the one or you weren't, you still have to deal with you. And so no need in complaining, worrying about it, wondering about it. What if, should I, could I? And listen, we start worrying about what the other woman is doing. Oh, she must be doing. Is she giving them some? Or, she's serving them up. Really? Really? Let me tell you this. Don't ever settle and feel like you got to give more to anybody to be who they want you to be and to have you to be with them because of all that you've given. When somebody says they love you, when somebody says, I love you, I want to know why. You ever ask that question? I bet he never asked you, why do you love me? You need to ask that. And you need to ask that to yourself the very next time. Why do I love him? Because people can love you for what you're capable of giving. Doesn't mean that they love you. They love what they can get from you. They love what they can get from you. The next time you love somebody or that somebody loves you, find out, why do you love me? Or why am I so in love with him? What is it about him? What is it about her? It has to be more than what you're able to do for me. It has to be more than what you're able to do to me. What can we build together? If you have a vision and I have a vision, how can we grow together? How can I help you build your empire? How can you help me build? Because here's what happens. We want a man, and we want that man to bring us in and to take care of us. And sometimes what we find ourselves in someone's world trying to fit in it. You've invited me into your space. You've invited me into your world. And now I have to be the person you want me to be. You're trying to fit in somebody's world and be all of what they want you to be, and you're draining yourself of all your time, all your energy, and you're playing wifey to somebody that would never commit to you. But you're trying to prove yourself. If you have to prove your love to anybody, guess what? It's not love at all. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not love at all. If you have to prove yourself, it's not love at all. Let love confine you. I'm speaking to the ladies on tonight, particularly men. I know you're here and you're listening, but I am speaking to the women, because we find ourselves in toxic relationships and broken places, and we give our heart away, and then we wonder why we're left with scattered pieces. It's because we're trying to fit in somebody's world where we're really in a place that is not suitable for us. And then we find ourselves compromising. Let me say something to the men that just might pass through this way. Just for a moment. Men have a double standard most of the time, pretty much. I get it, you know. A man is going to be a man, and he's going to want what he wants. But listen, the way you treat your woman, or the way you want your woman to treat you, will you want your daughter to do the same thing for a man that she wants, or a man that wants her? Absolutely not. You would be saying, don't be doing this for this, you know what? Don't let this, you know what? You would be saying, absolutely not. If your daughter was playing wifey and housey to a man that did not commit to her, had no plans of committing to her, but wanted sex, wanted her to cook, wanted her to come over when he said come over, having fun, doing some wonderful things, but playing house, you'd be like, what this, you know, y'all don't want me to get graphic. I'm not going to say it. What the hell this Negro got going on for you? But on the other hand, if she ain't serving it, she ain't giving it, she ain't hitting it, she ain't, you know, she ain't cooking that, she ain't bringing me nothing, you know, on to the next. I'm just being real. I'm being real on tonight. But ladies, don't hang your hearts in places and spaces that are not suitable for you. Because if God says that he would give you a suitable companion, think about what you want. A lot of us don't even know what we want. We just want a man. We want marriage. We want security. But we don't really know what we want in that person or what we want in that relationship. Write those things down first. And then after you write them down, what do you fit? Are you able to give back all of what you expect to get? Are you able to be that woman for that man that you feel that you're going to help him build whatever it is he's building, whether it's his... Because listen, that's the reason why you have the man. You are a helpmeet. You're to meet the need, to help meet the need. That's what the plan of God was. for the woman to help meet the needs. So guess what? A man without a vision don't need a woman that has so much substance. You may not be the woman for him, boo. You might just not, and you trying to force it. You want it so bad because he's so doggone fine. Good Lord. You know, don't talk about if you had it, if he gave it to you and it was good. Gotta be yours, right? And now, he's moved on. He moved, and you're trying to figure out what you did wrong. Ooh, I know it's hot. I know it's deep. You got to catch me at the blog talk. We're getting back on the blog for 2018, and then we're going to have some pillow talk. We're going to talk about some things. I can't say all of that I want to say, but listen, ladies, listen up. Wise up and rise up. Wise up and rise up. If you have a man and you have all of this gifting, you have all of this substance, you have all of these talents and creative abilities, and you're boxed in, why are you trying to fit in somebody's world with a limited vision? He can't even handle the vision that you have. He can't even handle the substance that you have. But you're trying to put your crown on a clown. That's what my boy Bishop R.C. Blake's called it. A clown with a crown. And you're wondering why your crown keep getting knocked down. Because you're trying to put your crown on a clown. And I said before, a pawn will never be able to recognize a queen. Y'all don't even speak the same language. Y'all don't even have the same vision and same dreams. Your mindset is totally different. You're on a whole new level. You want more out of life. You're not trying to just settle. So why are you shedding tears over somebody that is not even suitable for you? Not that he's unsuitable, not that he's unfit, but he's not for you, boo. Come on. Come on. Write your vision down. Write down the things that you want. Write down what it is that you want out of life. That type of person that you want in your life. Begin to unpeel all of those badges that you've been wearing since you were a brownie, since you were a Girl Scout. You've been wearing the badge of rejection since you were a brownie. You've been wearing the badge of molestation since you were a brownie. You've been wearing the badge of low self-esteem since you were a brownie. You've been wearing the badges since you were a little kid. And you never dealt with the badges. You call them badges of honor. No. Deal with it. Deal with it. Go talk to somebody that you can talk to one-on-one, that does not have a hidden agenda, that will not talk your business. You have to be able to confide and trust somebody. Make sure that there's somebody you can trust, and peel away that BS. Because I really want to say the other. Peel it away. Peel it away. And stop staying stuck. Stop staying stuck, because you're going to bring all of that badges back into a whole nother relationship. And when I was a brownie, we used to bake cookies. You're going to bring all that baggage into a new relationship and feed them those cookies. Stop it. Stop it. We got to stop it. We got to stop it. And let me tell you what happens. When you think you're grown and you think you rose up above it and you think that you've already dealt with it, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. Because when you're a brownie, you go on these trips. You get your little souvenirs. You got it, girl. You won that. You got that. And then that trigger point comes. Boom. Right in your face. The thing that he just did reminded you of your past. And it peed you off. Ooh, I've been there. Happened to me. And so what happens? That trigger came. And because you didn't deal with it back then, now as a grown woman, you're dealing with a grown man like he's a boy. Ooh, ouch. Ouch, ouch, Ouch. Because you didn't deal with it. The person that really did it to you, you never dealt with them. You were probably too mad, too hurt, too angry to deal with it. And now we're grown women walking around with all of these little badges of honor that we've gotten from this relationship, from that friendship, from that kinship, from that past, from that job, from that person to the next person. And let me tell you this, and I'm getting ready to get off of here in a minute because I know I didn't want to keep you all long, but that's why I wanted to do this separate and apart from my Wild Wednesday power break. I need to deal with you all on Blog Talk, and I'm going to let you know how to connect with me at blogtalkradio.com. My blog's been down for a moment because I'm revamping the whole thing because I got to deal with real people with real issues. We're going to have some real conversations, okay? 10 a.m. with Real Talk with Mary J. I can't say it all like I want to say it at 10 a.m., guys. It's too early in the morning for one thing. And then the other thing is I have a broad audience, and I deal with a lot of audience that more Christian based than not. And so, of course, I appeal to my audience depending on the audience that I have before me. I have to keep it clean and talk to them. And then at night, okay, I'm real. It's going to stay clean too, but it's going to be a little deeper. Rated R. All right? But ladies, let's deal with us. That's why I say I'm lonely and I like it, because guess what? There's a whole lot in Mary J that Mary J still needs to get together. And I'm not about to settle for no wooden nickel, and neither should you. So if your heart's been broken, if your heart's been bruised, if your heart's been beaten, guess what? It still beats. As long as it's beating, you can bounce back. As long as it's still beating, you can still love again. As long as it's still beating, you can still live again. And you can come up and come out of that. But if you're waiting on a man to help you get out of it, you're going to be waiting. Maybe that's why the relationship that you so desire, you haven't received it yet, because you're still dealing with you. And you got to get you together. You got to get out of some stuff, because many times we go into relationships after we come out of one, we go right back into another one. And rebound ain't nothing nice. And guess what? Rebound will keep you down. Because let me tell you about rebound. Let me tell you what happens when you rebound. And you come out, because men do it all the time. Men go out of one into the other. Men are never off. They always have a woman. They would keep a front door open while the other woman's coming in the back door. They'll never close it. Never close it. Because they know that the one that's coming in is a new one. And they want to see what the new one has to bring, because they already know what the old one gave them. And they're going to keep the old one right there until they reach for the new, until they find out what the new has. They're not closing no doors. Are you kidding me? And so what we do as women, we rebound. We go from the next relationship. We get into the new one. We shut that doggone door. And we're ready for this. But guess what? Because we just came from that, when we get this, we got all of that mess with us. And we're going into the new relationship with all of the old baggage. And now it's wonderful in the beginning because it's fresh and it's new. It's exciting. You get to share your heart. You get to talk about the things that you've experienced and what you want to do. And then you begin to share part of you. And when you share part of you, you become vulnerable. And you expose so much of yourself too soon. And you find yourself by yourself. Okay? I want to be real with you. There's a whole lot more I can say about it. But I'm going to leave you with this. I'm I'm trying to see, and I'm going to look at your comments. I'm going to look at your comments a little later. But you find yourself by yourself. Let me say this, because this is, and you can quote me, and trust me, if you repeat it, quote me on it, because I have it copyrighted already in my book. I refuse to leave the fragments of my soul in the baskets of many men. Selah, ponder on that. That's real talk with Mary J, y'all. That's real talk. I'm going to say it again in case you missed it. Catch it. I refuse to leave the fragments of my soul in the baskets of many men. Ponder on that. Okay? Deal with us, ladies. Find somebody that you can talk to and confide in. You kept so much inside. You're bottled up with so much hurt and pain, and you think that you're the only one that feels this way. There's a whole lot of women that's just like you. A whole lot of women that's dealing with the same thing you're dealing with, but guess what? They don't want to trust anybody. They can't share it with anybody, so they don't go to anybody. But you have to deal with you, okay? You have to deal with you. Can't nobody come and fix you. You have to find you a suitable companion and let that love find you. Don't go looking for it. Position yourself. Walk with your head up high and your shoulders back. Walk like you have somewhere to go. Position yourself, because a king is out there looking for you. You just have to be able to be whole and healed to know that he's a king and he's not a pawn. Because guess what? If he's a pawn, he's not going to be able to handle you. You're going to be too strong for him. He's not going to know how to deal with you. And we're going to talk about that at a later date. I love you too, honey. I love you too. We're going to talk about that at a later date. About how strong you are. Because sometimes we can be a little too strong, that we're like a repellent, that, you know, men are just, they're not even coming your way because you got this whole aura of strength, and they're just like, oh my, too much high maintenance. I get that sometimes too. I get it. But guess what? It's all good, girls. It's all good. All right, let me see what you all saying tonight, because I was getting ready to just shut this down in your face, bam, and shut it down. But I said, no, let me see what you're saying. Let me see what you're saying. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Jazz. Charles, I don't know if you're still there, but hi, guys. Hope it wasn't too much for you men on tonight with us ladies in the room. Hi, Betty, Kim, John. Okay, see, hi, Joan. Hi, Flindell. Yes, Betty, I gotta keep it real. Hi, Joanne. Haven't seen you in a minute. Oh, God, Kim. I know. I got to. It's been on my heart too long, and God's been dealing with me to deal with it. So, guess what? I had to have it. I had to hit it. I had to hit it on tonight. And I know you all are saying a whole lot through here. I can't read it all, but I'm going to go back and play the replay. But listen, go follow me now on Real Talk with Mary J. And follow all my social media network pages, because this is how it's set up. You're going to see various pages for me. I have Real Talk with Mary J. And then I have Real Talk with Mary J. NOTN. That's New Orleans Talk Network. So it's all for us. Okay, when you log on and follow and share Real Talk NOTN, you help build the network. When you follow and share and log on to Real Talk with Mary J, you help build me. And building the network is building me, and building me is building the network. So we're going to work it together. All right. And go to blogtalkradio.com. You'll see my episodes. They're actually audio. They're not visual. You'll be able to go there and connect with me for the audible blog. But it's going to be raw in 2018. It's coming real deep, and it's going to be strong in your face. If you can't handle it, don't go there. I'm going to tell you right now. Can't handle it. Now, you can deal with me at New Orleans Talk Network at 10 a.m. You'll be able to fit right there. But don't go on the blog if you're not ready to be dealt with. Because I'm not going to talk to women about what they need a man to do. I'm going to talk to you about what you need to do for you. Because guess what? A man is going to do what he has to do for himself. And I can tell you how to get right for him, how to get ready for him. But that's not my assignment. My assignment is to empower women and young women from all walks of life and to ignite the woman and the treasure in you. Okay? Also follow me on Women of Treasure. Women of Treasure is a network base of women, an organization. It's not a church, it's not a ministry. We're just women, just like you, just like me, and we come together to network. We come together with our gifts, talents, and abilities, and we stir up and ignite the treasure on the inside. We do some social events. We come together for enrichment and retreats, workshops, and conferences. We go to gun ranges. We shoot guns. We ride horses. We have our movie club. We have some fun things. And the reason why we are well-rounded, because we don't want women to be alone and to feel like they need somebody to be with, to have fun. We don't want them to feel like they can't go to a movie unless it's with a man, or they don't want to. I go to the doggone movies by myself if I want to go. I go eat by myself if I want to go. And so how dare you be holding on, staying inside, tucked away, because you don't feel like you have somebody that you want to be with, so you don't go anywhere. And I'm tired of these women posting this foolishness about who wants to go to the movies with me, or, I'm bored. Stop that foolishness. You're a bait. You're attracting pawns to your life. Stop all of that. Do you know you're fearfully and wonderfully made? How dare you sit around waiting on someone to take you by your hand? Come on now. You're a queen, girl. You're a queen. So listen, because when I see that kind of foolishness, I be like, "Me, what?" Listen, if you don't want to go by yourself, I know you have a girlfriend, a relative. Look, I'll be like, I know her. Not this girl could have called me and asked me to go to the movie. Why she had to post that? Like, that's what I mean. That's what be going on in my head. Really, for real. Stop being a bait. You are attracting pawns to your life. You're attracting the wrong element to your life. Stop being thirsty for attention. Really? Enjoy being you. Enjoy being with you. And enjoy your company, because until you enjoy your space by yourself, guess what? No one else is going to enjoy being in that space with you. All right? I love you all. I love you. I hope I wasn't too hard on you, but I got to do what I got to do. And I'm going to keep it real, because I want to reach you where you are. So again, if your heart is bleeding, if it's bruised, if it's broken, if it's torn, it's still beating. So you still have a whole lot going on in you. If it's still beating, that means you still can feel. That's a wonderful thing. That means you still can love again. You still can give again. It's a wonderful thing to love. Love is wonderful. It is. So let love come and find you. Don't go out looking for it, but present yourself as a queen and find that a king is looking for you. He's looking for you. Okay? He's going to be suitable, and he's going to be just the right one for you. All right. Love you all tonight. Have a good night. Catch me next time, guys. I'll keep you posted.